Buenos dias, mi gente. Welcome to Monday Music Mantras, where we start off the week with music and a mantra that'll change that gloomy Monday morning frequency to an energized station. So, how was your week since last Monday? Did you enjoy a change of scenery? Well, if you did, celebrate and share. But if you missed it, click on the link and get caught up. Well, I'll share with you that my change of scenery included seeing my mom in person for the first time in 18 months. That was exactly the scenery my heart was needing. So it's a funny thing that so many of us grow up cringing at the thought of being like our mothers. What do we say? When I grow up, I'll never do that to my kids, or I'll never be like my mother. And for the most part, we usually succeed. It might have something to do with our childhood, or it might have to do with our self-identity. In any case, we grow up striving to be different. Not necessarily better, just different. Then one day somebody said to me, "You're turning into your mother." Well, my response was, if the worst thing in life is that I turn into my mother, my children will be the happiest children in the world. That's what I said, but then I actually had to sit with that, and what I realized was how true that was. I'm quite different from my mom in many ways, but I embraced becoming like my mom in all the ways that mattered. She taught me so much, and I've handed down her pearls of wisdom to my children. Some things my mom said made total sense right from the onset. Then there were those expressions she used that I will still scratch my head over, but I just went with it. You can relate, right? Whether it was your mother or that woman in your life who strongly impacted your upbringing, it could have been your abuelita or madrina, your grandmother or godmother. So to honor these amazing mothers, we'll fuel today's mantra with motherly wisdom. So I'll start off with what my mother handed down to me. So from the onset, there's this one that made sense right from the beginning. And it was to learn from the experience of others. There was no point in repeating other people's mistakes. She'd say, make your own, but don't waste precious time and energy making their same mistakes. Makes sense, right? Did I follow it 100%? Nope. Okay, moving on. But then there's this one that needed a bigger explanation. Maybe it's that it didn't translate well from Spanish to English, or that it just didn't make sense regardless. But here it goes. She would say, "La luz de adelante es la que alumbra." Literally, that means the light in front of you is the one that shines. What? Okay. So let me share some context of when she'd say this. So when we were invited to someone's house for dinner, my mom had us eat at home first. And we'd say, "But aren't we going over to their house to eat?" And she'd say, "La luz de adelante es la que alumbra." Huh? Again, the connection was lost on me. But the English expression that I can think of is, the one with a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. As I got older, that's what made sense to me, because she would explain it by saying that you don't even know when they'll be serving food. You don't know if you'll like the food they're serving. You don't even know if there's a full meal. Isn't that the truth? Haven't you gone to a party expecting there to be a spread and your stomach meets disappointment? Then add the irritation of a whining child going, "Mommy, I'm hungry. Mommy, when are we going to eat? Mommy, what are we going to eat?" Oh, she knew what she was doing. I just didn't get it. I didn't fully understand her expression about the light in front of you as the reason to eat before leaving the house. But hey, who cares? My job is to share the wisdom. But here's what else I also learned with that wisdom. That going over for dinner to somebody's house became more about the social connections, the stories, the memories. The food, well, that was part of the occasion or the celebration, whether it was a breakfast, lunch, or dinner. But whom we were breaking that bread with, that was the focus. There were so many other lessons that my mother taught me, and I'm amazingly grateful for her, as many grown children are for their mothers. Whether they're with us in person or not, that motherly wisdom will always live within us. Because love is that powerful. Our love superpower keeps their wisdom immortal. That's where we embrace becoming just like them, imparting loving wisdom that will live beyond our years. And so with that, I'm also grateful for all the wisdom that many amazing women have handed down to their children, grandchildren, nephews, nieces, neighborhood children, students, spiritual children. It takes a village, it really does, and I am incredibly grateful to all the amazingly wise women who lovingly impacted the lives of my children too. I'm also so grateful for all of you in our circle who sent me their mother's wisdom to be featured on today's videos and even for future videos so they can impact us all. Please keep them coming. So as you see examples of great wisdom from our mothers during the song, take them in, enjoy them. Go ahead and add in the comments any other motherly wisdom you've received, those wise words to live by, and please send me any wisdom you've passed down to your children. I would love to feature those too. Meanwhile, for this week's Monday Music Mantras for my mom and maybe yours too, we'll go with one of her favorites. She liked that Tom Jones. So our mantra is, it's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Yes, this song is actually still relevant, which made it even more fun seeing it covered by a young person we know. Make it an amazing week filled with motherly wisdom regardless of who birthed you. Let it marinate some more and share their wisdom all week long. Hit that like button if this resonates with you. Share with a friend or two or three. Subscribe if you haven't already and let me know how your week is going. Come back next Monday for another mantra to groove out your week. Until then, it's not unusual to be loved by anyone. This is Rita Terc with this week's Monday Music Mantras. Check out the cover from our family friend, Caleb Woodman, singing the Tom Jones song, It's Not Unusual, and enjoy some more pearls of wisdom. Enjoy the music, sing it, dance it, stay on this frequency, enjoy this motherly wisdom, and stay in touch.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. When I see you hanging about with anyone, it's not unusual to see me cry. I wanna die. It's not unusual to go out at any time. But when I see you out and about, it's such a crime. If you should ever wanna be loved by anyone, it's not unusual, it happens every day. No matter what you say, you'll find it happens all the time. Love will never do what you want it to. Why can't this crazy love be mine?
Do you wanna dance with me?